Saludos, estudiante en Dragon Quest 6 por 3. Hello everyone, I'm Arus, estudiante en Dragon Quest 6 for 3DS on RetroArch. Hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you. Have a peaceful ritual. Introduce yours, talk to your party members. Oh, great mighty one, may you watch over protect these poor child, give him be praised. Voilà, so you take part of this out there and big bad world, huh? That's what my passion can help you. Join the order of the arena, show your power, my monster speed, restore life to all of Ragazzi's monster. Have any more trouble, you come see me, eh? This one is full of butter. Oh, how to do that, but we got some mini medals already. Let us have a look then. This is a total to 64. 1. Today we prizes got 61 mini medals by your good self. The total is 68, one shot with top point of Miracle Sword. Special gratitude for your sterling effort, isn't it really? Finally, yeah. is wow. Good thing it didn't do much damage. The wife is why. That's all the other enemies have to do. Wow. Yet my monster did not need to psych up and they did all that damage. Wow. Yes, wow. Where is that cave? Even though it's a dark night, a few soldiers came mounting through Hoy's here. Then they sent me flying and tell you. It was no ordinary dog either. Oh no, his eyes were burning red. And he was horned. He had a bloody great stick in his mouth. This is great that Cash and Carrie had stopped arguing about who gets to carry the casino. Running it together is a brilliant idea. It wouldn't have been right for one to have to slink away with their tail between their legs, while the other got the whole lot. After all, brother and sister should stick together, don't you think? If Leaf really ran up ahead, we don't have any choice but to go after him. It's hard to motivate yourself to go into the freezing cold. I should have to run more layers. People say there's no all over the place. One will come out at the end of this tunnel. Well, I ain't never seen snow before. Pretty excited actually. Woohoo! The Lord of Darkness seems to have some kind of power to sense where the descendants of the sages are. That's pretty cool. I wish I had something similar so I could locate pretty girls. So, one sec. People's ass right in my shot. It's absolutely freezing again. It won't do my own activities any good at all. Oh, why am I meant to suffer like this? Oh wow, this fountain is literally frozen. It's like those trolls asking me for to
It's almost too cold to bear. But if we don't retrieve the scepter, Medea and I may never return to normal. We'll just have to grin and bear it. Let's keep pushing on. At least moving might help us to warm up a little.
This cold is freezing my brain. I better pull myself together because I intend to snap that stupid scepter with my own two hands. I'm freezing up. I can take much more of this. You can see faster over. And walking through this snow. You're having a laugh, ain't it? What I might wanna go come here for, eh? You know why. You don't get the feeling we're not welcome here. Or should I say not welcome here either? Where did this spring from? If we try to proceed into the unknown territory, it is will likely freeze to death. If only there was somewhere where we could shelter from the snowstorm. turn? How fair. Jingle cat, riding all the dawn. Oh, what fun!
I shouldn't have to put up with being in a freezing place like this. It's all Dulmagus' fault. Well, but he's dead now. So I suppose it's that Leo what's-his-name's fault. I don't know. A dog of all things. Oh. Oh, stop your whinging, Grandad. It ain't as if we've got a sweat on, you know. Just get on with it. I beg your pardon? How uncalled for! I don't see why I shouldn't be able to say whatever I please. You've no right to talk to me like that. No right at all. I'm absolutely livid. Livid, I tell you. I'm going on ahead.
It feels so lovely in the snowfield. No, avalanche. What a big dog. One big doggy. This tea is made from something called grass. It warms you up and makes you more resistant to the cold weather. It's a bit strong at first, but I could get to like it. Why don't you ask the old lady for some too? Warm coat is good and fun. Red robe can be made by dyeing a sage robe with a pigment made from turned red grass in enchanted water. The finished crimson colored robe will protect the wearer from even the fiercest of blizzards. After the battle of the Lord of Darkness, one of the seven sages, the great and learned Kadan, headed back to his home in the snowy country. He said that he spent his later years recounting and recording the late of the great battle for the sake of his descendants. If any of the materials Kadan prepared could be recovered, they would represent a historical find of epic proportions. God, the avalanche. Why don't we over to this spot for help? I wasn't quite a panic, I must admit. My heart sank when I found out there was just an old lady living here on her own. But the top of habit, that dog over there, is a dab of hand. When it comes to pulling people out of the snow, or should I say that fog? Anyway, he pulled you all out, and we managed to get you back to the spot here. I suppose you could say we played a part in your rescue. But when I come here in the first place, you'll still be eating snow. I do hope you're grateful. How are you feeling, Doc? You alright? I was worried about you, that you was the only one who wouldn't wake up. This place belonged to that old granny over there. She's here on her own, you know? We're not far from where the avalanche happened. She says we can stay here till the snow clears off a bit. Hey, Lorena, welcome.
That dog over there is called Boris. He's the one who dug us out from the snow. What a dog. He's a lot more use than a certain king, don't you think? And he smells a bit better, too. I heard that, Angelo. More use than a certain king, you say? How dare you? Honestly, who do you think called for the dog's help in the first place? That dog over there is called Bob. What a dog. How dare you, boy? How could you say such a thing about your own master? Honestly, who do you think called for the dog's help in the first place? That dog over... What a dog. I heard that, Angelo. More honestly, who do you think called for the dog's help in the first place?
Say the it's still raining now in there. Let me just stop. You try to cover us all in snow again? Use your head, boy. Ah, you're awake. You have a nice color in your cheeks. It's a good sign. The grupo Tatata. Welcome to my home. I am Marta. I live out here in the mountains where I grow herbs. This will be ready for you soon. Maybe it should warm you up nicely.
Please sit by the fire and warm your bones. I will bring you some of my nook grass tea.
Thank you.
Please, drink. This nook grass tea will keep you warm even in the bitter cold of this snowy land.
Oh. Look at all the annoying people on my kick all of a sudden.
How terribly kind of you. First you save us from the avalanche, then you put us up for the night, and now you warm our innards.
Sounded a lot.
Now that's what I call hospitality.
And what's really amazing is that you helped a weird old monster like him in the first place.
You loathsome lowlife. You, of all people, have no right to call me weird.
It is true that his appearance is a little unusual. But when you get to my age, you learn not to judge a horse by its harness. And of course, I would help anyone who was in trouble so far from civilization.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but why do you live all the way out here on your own?
What's it here again? Awesome.
Of course, I do not mind, dear. There is an old ruin behind my house. My ancestors have looked after it generation after generation. It is a family duty. But that will all end with me. I have no one to follow in my footsteps when my life is finished.
Really? It must be pretty tough living on your own like this, duty or no duty.
It is comfortable enough. I have lived here since I was a child, so it is not a hardship. Besides, to live life is not to walk through a meadow. And from time to time, people get lost here in the mountains like you, so I am not lonely. And I always have Boris to keep me company.
Ah, on the subject of dogs, we had something to ask you, Marta. This will sound a bit strange, but we're pursuing a big black dog, and we heard that he might have been headed in this direction. There's a good chance he may have come this way. Have you seen anything?
No, I am sorry. The only dog I know about is big old Boris over there. Sorry I cannot be of more help. You should ask where there is a lot of people. If you go down the mountain and go to the north, you will come to a town called Irkutsk. Maybe someone will know something there.
That sounds like an excellent idea. Right then, chaps, there's no time to lose.
You getting ahead of yourself? What about the blizzard?
Oh, yo. If you are hasty, others will only be amused. That is an old saying here. One should not be so eager to go back out into the blizzard. The night is coming. Why don't you rest here? I am sure the blizzard will be gone by morning, so you can leave for Irkutsk then.
Yes. Wise words, my good woman. Very well, we shall rest here for the night.
Go north from the bottom of the mountain and you will come to Irkutsk. Please be careful on your journey.
By George! Princess! Are you all right? Were you cold in the night?
Forgive me, but I must ask you a favor. If you meet with a man called Marek in Irkutsk, please give this to him. He is probably working with herbs like I am. I would be grateful if you could give him that bag. Spasibo. Thank you.
You for being us.
Right then! Off to Irkutsk! Toodly bye!
Kurwa, that's warm and not cold at all.
Dobro jutra. Good morning. So you have found my herb garden. This cave is just the right temperature and humidity for them, and it is the only place I can grow my nook grass. Beyond those iron bars is the ruin I told you about. I usually keep it locked. It is a very special place, so I cannot allow visitors inside. Forgive me.
God blimey, Grandma.
More blimey indeed. Time to go back into the snow.
It seems we've arrived in Orkutsk at last. And that nook grass really is quite marvellous. I wasn't a bit cold, even in all that snow. Now we can stay outdoors as long as we like. Excellent. Well, I'll be waiting outside the town as usual. In you go.
Just a little full zipping out here. Why are you wearing such a ridiculous outfit anyway? You're throwing as well? Me too. I'm not better. But we'll probably gather that. You keep to fill up routine, but I keep getting lost. This place is huge. It wouldn't be so bad for everywhere I go look the same. It's a circular area. Huh? You really can't get lost in such a place. Well, come to think of it, there was a dog in the town courtyard. I wonder if that's the one you're after. Very colder on this part. That's why so many people drink to try to warm themselves up. In an ideal world, I want to start drinking at lunchtime. But what choice do I have? You heard Dr. Mary came to live here some years ago now. He's a very skilled man. I had the most awful hangover once, but he just used sip of his spare tea and he had me up on my feet again in no time. I was thrilled because it meant I could drink as much as I wanted. No more headache. But he got very angry when I said that. I can only imagine why. There's legends about Goldberg and Gideon. But no one spoken so far has ever heard of her. I can't believe I came all that way in the snow for nothing. I need a drink. Harry sometimes has some hot drink. We have a chat when they hear. He always worrying so much about his earnings. It must be very difficult trying to ground them in this cold. Two glasses especially, and that's the verb we need to know. Have I seen a big cut dog? Not that I recall, no, sir. There have been a lot of rumors lately about a big pack of wolves on the prowl, though. But I suppose you're looking for a dog. A wolf won't do. Sorry, I can't be more help. Hey, look, ice. If I run, I can move on. Be careful not to slip on the ice. It really hurts if you land on your bum. Doggy. I made a snowman. It's really cool, isn't it? Giant snowman. I didn't know that'd be a picture. Same number, it didn't matter which one I choose. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Mary recently. I do hope he's not come down with something. He's taking him out of his bed. I suppose I should say killer killed thyself. Killer killed thyself. Yeah, we're supposed to do that. He's the killer. There are wolves on the prowl. Yes, I sat down lately. The wolves around here are really scary. Once they spot their friends, they never let go. You won't catch me going outside right now. Going over the big black dog? As a matter of fact, I do. I was in Arcadia once. There's also a little Nico had one as a pet. Oh dear, it's run away, has it? And you have the job of trying to find it? Well, I can't imagine that would be easy. Hey, hello, and next time, welcome. Exploring Orcus. Orcus couldn't be an easier town to explore. Once inside and out of the bitter cold, just head left or right. Before you know it, you'll have made a circuit over the charmingly ring-shaped town. Beware the circus, however. The complex burn of the underground passages beneath the town is sure to flummox the casual tourist. Enter at your own risk. Remember, Logan produces screen from his channel. And on a similar note, L-Chan, remember that L-Chan was commissioned as a blog and can feature you in L-Town. Your marriage is quite a tough one. To be nothing compared to that old woman. Martha's her name. You know her? She lives all of her own in the mountain, but near the border tunnel. I stopped by her place once, when I was out in the mountains. Her new grass tea did me the old world of good. Our room is straight along this corridor. It turned out here several years ago now, and the mayor rented one of his rooms out to him. wonder what we did before if he came here. He never talked about it. This must be Nook Soup. Cultivating, listen to her. It isn't easy to cultivate and listen to her to begin with, but raising the more common varieties possesses a special challenge. They're all but impossible to grow in places with poor soil quality, such as the cold regions of the world. Indeed, actually, cultivating medicinal herbs in such an environment will be nothing short of a miracle. Moral research, my life's work. The cultivation of premium mold requires the combination of an iron capable of resurrecting fallen comets. The two types of mold. The only iron currently known to fit the requirement is the Brazil leaf. In any event, you will find premium mold an invaluable ingredient in the serum of diseases, with strong healing powers. Don't worry about it, okay? Hello, Navigator, welcome. Thanks for the W. Yes, I know too well. He often gives us herbs to sell in our shop. Oh, you want to know where he is? Try asking my husband. He might have an idea. Yes, where is your husband, man? It's not like I know. My name is this guy. If the first murder, you can function with the room, she's probably on the Earth Garden again. He moves serves to the cave to the northwest. The changing takes about a little bit time. Must be very tough, going all the way in the cold so often. You're welcome. How you guys doing? Seems to have a gun in the wrong, I think. The armor shop and the weapon shop share these premises. The one's open during the day, one's open during the night. That's all there is to it. What's so fishy about that? And we're gonna have to go back all the way down way. Ah, what's this problem cake? Where is the door? According to all residents, fish flu season again. Prevention is the best medicine. Visit married at the first sign of symptoms. Albert Lyon 1. They don't sell weapons here until nightfall. Sounds a bit fishy, eh? I bet it means they have a few special weapons under the corner if you know what I mean. We hardly wait to see what's on offer. Hello DJ, welcome. Welcome to the number shop. How can I help you? Okay. That man over praying over there keeps staring at me, with a really intense look on his face. Oh dear goddess, have I done something to cause him ill will towards me? As the name implies, shimmering glistens is enveloped in a glowing aura, a sacred light. If you plan on making one of these glittering items for yourself, you will do well to gather life-related items first. Perhaps combining a spangled dress with some kind of jewel or embracer will result in the desired effect.
Oh dear sister, you look so beautiful when you pray. Too beautiful. Dear goddess, what should a poor soul such as I do? Now I have fallen for one of your flock.
Confess. Even when you are racked with self-doubt, have faith in her divine benevolence. The goddess looks kindly upon those who take action.
Was that an angel? Oh, I understand. I will do exactly as you say.
I wouldn't take someone's advice so literally. the dungeon. I'm gonna leave that for the next time. Hope you enjoyed that Wednesday. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, share, consider learning, and check my content of future shows. Let's play something new. Oh, great shepherd, please allow this world to rest in peace for a while. Dearly praise.